Welcome back for this 12-minute full body mat Pilates workout. Today we're going to work on strengthening your entire body, so when you're ready, let's start at the front of your mat, placing your feet directly under your hips. Let's just take a couple of these pelvic tilts to find that nice neutral alignment. So you want to feel your core nice and engaged, you're breathing in through the nose, out through your mouth, and your shoulders are relaxed back and down. From here, on your next breath out, you're going to push your hips back and down into a monkey squat. As you do this, you're going to bring your arms up all the way by your ears and then bring them back down on your breath in. Make sure that as you're doing this, you are pushing your way into the back of your heels, so you're really starting to engage that back line of your body. So we're working those hamstrings, those glutes, that core is nice and engaged, so you're pulling in through that belly button. We've got 10 reps like this. On your next one, you're going to stay in that low monkey squat position, and we're just going to go for alternating heel raises. So keep your weight nice and low, keep that core pulling up through that belly button, and really press into those toes as you lift your heels up. You've got one more on each side, and then press yourself back up all the way to standing for a quick reset. From there, you're going to squat all the way back down, and we're going to go for 10 little half reps. So you're really going to feel the burn here. Really focus on squeezing those glutes, drive through those heels. You've got 4 and 3. Lovely, 2, last one. Fabulous, and bring yourself all the way back up. Give your legs a quick little shake out, and then this time keeping your hands on your hips, you're going to come back into that squat, and then staying in that position, you're just going to extend one leg all the way back behind you, squeezing those glutes as you do that, and then bring it back in. You've got 10 on this side. On this next rep, you're going to keep your leg extended, and then you're just going to rotate from your hip to bring that leg all the way to the side and then all the way back. You've got another 10 reps like this. Make sure that you're really pulling up through that belly button. This is going to challenge your stability a little bit more. So you really want to squeeze in those legs, squeeze those glutes, keep everything lovely and engaged. You've got one more rep, and then bring that leg back and push yourself back up to standing. Well done. I'm sure you're really feeling that glute by now, but guess what? We have to do it all over again on that other side. So coming back down into that squat, we're going to start off by just extending your leg back and then bringing it back into that squat position. You've got 10 reps. You've got 2 more, and then we're going to go into those rotations from the hip. So try and keep that leg really nice and straight as you rotate and bring your leg over to the side and then all the way back down. Make sure that you're still keeping that chest nice and open, and really focus on that breath to help you. So breathe out as you bring your leg out to the side, and then breathe in as you bring it back behind you. You might find that this leg feels very different to your first side, so just focus on really mobilizing through that hip as you do this. Well done. Bring yourself back up, and then on your next breath out, tuck your chin down towards your chest and just roll yourself into a little fold. Let's stretch out those hamstrings and glutes. I'm sure you're feeling them by now, so let's give them a little rest. And then again, when you're ready, roll yourself all the way back up, and then we're just going to repeat those full monkey squats for another 10 reps. This time I want you to really notice how different the movement feels now that your legs are warmer. You might find that you can go a little bit deeper into that squat, so really try and push your range this time. You've just got 4 more reps, and then I promise we're done with squatting for today. Lovely. As you bring yourself up at that last rep, just shuffle your feet forward so you're closer towards the edge of the mat. Cross your feet over, lift up into a little balance, and then from there you're going to bring your arms in front of you into little genie arms, and we're just going to slowly try and lower ourselves all the way down towards the mat. From there, coming into your seated position, you're just going to tuck your pelvis under and roll yourself all the way down into laying. Bring your feet closer towards you so your knees are up towards the ceiling, and then on your breath out, lift your legs to tabletop one at a time. From there, as you breathe out, you're going to bring your toes down towards the ground, tap, and then breathe in as you bring them back up. We're going to do 10 alternating reps here just to really warm up those transverse abdominals. Make sure that your ribs and hips stay connected, so as you lower your leg you're not arching in your back, and you're keeping that chest nice and open, so really press your shoulder blades into the floor. From here you're going to lift up both legs, and we're going to start by doing little bicycles on one side. So drop your knee towards your chest, extend out, and then bring it all the way back up. You're going to do 10 this way with your head on the floor, and then we're going to reverse the movement and bring your head up. Keep your non-working leg really nice and straight, pointing that toe up towards the ceiling as you do this. On your next rep, you're going to interlace your fingers behind your head, lift your head and shoulders off the mat, and then we're going to reverse the movement. So you're going to drop that leg nice and straight towards the mat first, bring that knee up towards your chest, and then extend towards the ceiling. You've got another 10 reps here. Make sure that your lower back is imprinted into that mat all the way throughout, so we're really keeping that core nice and engaged and protecting your lower back. And relax your head back down, place your hands back by your sides, and we're going to repeat on the other side. So starting off with dropping that knee towards your chest, extending and lifting up towards the ceiling. You've got 10 reps like this. Really use your breath to help you here, so as you breathe out you're going to extend that leg out, and then breathe in as you bring it back up towards the ceiling. Last one, and then place your hands back behind your head, and we're going to reverse that movement on this side, keeping your head and shoulders off the floor. You've just got 2 more, and 1 more. Lovely, and bring your legs down towards your chest, give yourself a little hug. You can rock side to side to release that lower back, and then you're going to bring those legs back into tabletop, bring your arms behind your head, lift your head and shoulders off the ground, and we're just going to go for bicycles to one side. So keeping that lower back imprinted, you're going to bring your elbow to your left knee and then come back. As you do that, extend the opposite leg out. You're going to do 10 on this side, and then we're going to repeat this on the other side. With this exercise, we're really trying to get into those obliques. And let's repeat this on the other side. As you do this, make sure that you're really keeping your elbows nice and open, so that movement is coming from your back, not from your elbows. You've got 3, 2, and last one. Bring those knees in for a little hug, and then extend your legs and arms out to really stretch out those abdominals. Take a few deep breaths here, and then when you're ready, slowly roll yourself over to the side and then make your way into all fours. In this position, you want to make sure that your wrists are directly under your shoulders, your knees are under your hips, and you're looking a little bit ahead of your hands to keep your back nice and neutral. You can take a couple pelvic tilts just to find that neutral position again, and then tuck your toes under, and then on your breath out you're just going to hover your knees off the ground, so you're really pulling up through that belly button to lift your knees up, and then as you breathe out, pop them back down. We're just going to do 10 reps like this to warm up these abdominals in this position. Last one, and then one at a time you're just going to step your feet back into a plank position. From here we're going to alternate between a press up and then turning into a side plank. So you can drop your knees on the press up, or you can do it from a full plank. Choose whatever level feels right for you today. And then as you twist into that plank, just make sure that you're really pulling up through those obliques, so you're not letting your hips drop down. We have 8 reps here. Connect to your breath as you do this, so breathe in as you lower into your press up, breathe out as you push up, breathe in as you twist into your side plank, and then breathe out as you come back into the middle. You just have 1 more to each side. And then once you've completed your last rep, you're just going to come back into that full plank position and hold it for 10 seconds. and really pull up through that belly button. Squeeze your glutes, make sure your full body is engaged. Pop your knees back down, push your hips back onto your heels, walk your hands forward for a quick little child's pose just to release everything. Take a nice deep breath here, and then in whatever way feels comfortable, make your way into laying on your stomach. Bring your hands out to the side so your elbows are level with your shoulders. Imagine you've got an ice cube underneath your belly button, so you're really pulling through, and then squeeze your glutes. On your breath out, you're going to think about pulling away and up to lift your shoulders and head off the ground ever so slightly, and then breathe in to come back down. You have 10 reps like this, really trying to mobilize and wake up that spine. Press your hands into the floor to give you a little bit more support in this movement. You've got 2 more, and then we're going to move into our lat pull downs. After this one, you're going to extend your arms overhead, breathe out to lift up, pull your elbows down, bring your arms back overhead, and then lower as you breathe out. Make sure that you're still very much pulling up through that belly button, squeezing your glutes and controlling the movement as much as you can. You've got last 5 reps here, and then we'll stretch out. You're doing great. 2, and last one. Lovely. Bring your hands back towards your side, and then push yourself back into that child's pose for a final release. Take a couple of nice deep breaths here, and slowly push yourself back up and bring yourself to seated. We're just going to finish off with some side bends. So sitting up nice and tall on both sit bones, you're going to bring your arms up, and then as you breathe out, bend over to one side. Take a nice deep breath, and then do the same thing on the other side. Do 1 more each way. And bringing yourself back up, let's just finish off with 3 nice deep breaths here. So bring your arms up towards the ceiling and bring your hands back down through heart center. Thank you so much for taking class with me today. If you've enjoyed this, please like and subscribe for more weekly videos.